just announced. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian's fairytale royal engagement ring insider scoop. A royal court. A familiar silence. But suddenly, shock. An announcement. Not whispers. Not rumors. A fairytale revealed. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian, engaged. The world wasn't ready. It happened today. What was once speculation, what was once the stuff of whispers and headlines, has been spoken aloud. The engagement of Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark is now official. For some, it feels like a dream, too perfect to be real. For others, it is a story centuries in the making. But for all, it is history unfolding before our eyes. The announcement itself was simple. Just a few words from the Spanish royal palace, echoed by the Danish court. Yet in those words carried centuries of legacy, tradition, and the weight of two monarchies joining in unity. Spain's heir to the throne, Princess Leonor, just 19, and Denmark's future king, Prince Christian, sealing what many already sensed, a bond far deeper than friendship, far stronger than speculation. Fans across Spain erupted with joy. Streets in Madrid filled with cheers, while flags were waved high in Asturias, Leonor's birthplace. Meanwhile in Copenhagen, the Danes embraced the news with warmth, their own prince stepping into a new chapter not only for himself, but for his nation. But beneath the celebration lies a story that must be told, the love that bloomed quietly, the challenges faced, and the immense responsibility both royals now carry as an engaged couple. The seeds of this union were planted years ago. At state banquets, royal gatherings, shared events where their eyes first met across gilded halls. Whispers of connection grew louder over time, especially as Leonor began her military training and Christian took on more royal duties. Both were growing into their destinies, and somehow, their paths kept crossing. Coincidence? Perhaps. But those who know royalty understand, nothing in these circles is ever truly coincidence. The proposal itself remains shrouded in mystery. Was it in Spain, under the grandeur of the Zarzuela Palace gardens? Or perhaps in Denmark, beneath the historic glow of Amalienborg's courtyards? Sources say it was private, intimate, and deeply emotional. There were no cameras, no staged perfection. Just two young royals, in love, sealing their commitment with words and a ring. And oh, the ring. Though not yet publicly displayed, palace insiders whisper that it carries history within its stone, a sapphire once belonging to Queen Sophia, Leonor's grandmother, reset into a modern band chosen by Christian himself. A symbol of past and future, Spanish tradition and Danish promise. But beyond the glittering jewels lies the heart of the matter, the reaction of their families. King Felipe and Queen Letizia of Spain are said to be deeply moved. Felipe, who once walked the same path of international love when he married Letizia, understands the pressure and the scrutiny. His pride in Leonor is evident, but so too is his awareness of the challenges ahead. For Queen Letizia, the news is bittersweet, her daughter, still so young, stepping into a role that will consume her life forever. Yet, above all, a mother's joy reigns. On the Danish side, Queen Margrethe's blessing is perhaps the most poignant of all. Known for her sharp mind and deep love for tradition, she reportedly embraced Leonor with open arms, remarking that she would bring both grace and strength to Denmark's royal family. Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary, who have watched their son grow into his role, are equally delighted. For Mary especially, who herself entered royalty as an outsider, Leonor's journey is one she understands intimately. The engagement is more than romance. It is politics, history, and destiny intertwined. Spain and Denmark, two monarchies with distinct cultures, now bound by love. Analysts are already calling it one of the most significant royal unions in recent memory, rivaling even the marriages of past European dynasties. The symbolic weight cannot be understated. Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, choosing her heart and finding it aligned with a prince destined to lead Denmark. But behind the fairy tale lies tension. The Spanish press, already known for its intensity, will scrutinize Leonor's every choice. Questions will be raised about her ability to balance love with duty, youth with responsibility. Some critics will claim the match distracts from Spain's internal challenges. Others will argue it strengthens the monarchy, reminding people of its continuity and relevance. And in Denmark, Christian's choice brings equal weight. He is no longer just a young man finding his way, he is now a fiancé, soon to be a husband, and one day, a king alongside a queen who herself will reign in her own right in Spain. It is a union unlike many before it, two reigning monarchs in waiting, side by side, navigating a future that demands both personal sacrifice and public service. The fairy tale has its trials, but it also has its undeniable beauty. Their love story reminds many of Felipe and Letizia, of Frederick and Mary, of William and Kate. Yet Leonor and Christian are carving something uniquely their own. They grew up in a digital age, watched by millions, molded by institutions, and yet, despite all of that, they found one another. The world's eyes now turn to the wedding. When will it take place? Will it be in Madrid, under the grandeur of the Almedina Cathedral? Or in Copenhagen, where centuries of Danish kings and queens have wed? Perhaps, in a gesture of unity, both nations will host ceremonies, ensuring that Spain and Denmark celebrate together. Whatever the decision, it will be monumental, a royal wedding that will capture global attention, just as Charles and Diana's once did, but with the modern touch of two heirs stepping into an era of new monarchy. For now, though, the focus is on the promise. The promise Leonor and Christian made to each other, and the promise they represent to their nations. Young love, royal duty, and the blending of two powerful dynasties. A story written not just in tradition, but in courage, sacrifice, and destiny. As evening falls, the announcement still echoes across Europe. Crowds in Spain continue to celebrate, while in Denmark, lights shine bright across royal palaces. The internet is ablaze, with images of the couple trending across continents. For many, it feels like a dream, too perfect to believe. And yet, it is real. Just announced. Just confirmed. A fairy tale turned reality. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark, engaged. A union of love. A union of crowns. A union that will reshape history. And this is only the beginning.